want you to breathe me. Let me be your air. Let me roam your body freely.
Brilliant, okay, I think we're all in now. Well, welcome along to Meet the Lemurs. My name's Nikki, this is my troop of 7 lemurs. Before I go any further, can you all hear me okay? Yeah! Okay, so these are our ring-tailed lemurs. I'll see if I can introduce them to you first. This is Ash, this is her twin brother Julian. This is Mowgli. Mowgli was born earlier on this year, so he's still technically a baby. Let's see if I can put that. Lemur sitting in the tyre, who might be poking his head out, that's Dad. And I think the lemur down here on the left, showing us their bum, is Mum. And then we do have Yoda, who's probably inside, but he is one of the laziest lemurs that I know, so he might come out to see us, you never know. Now, does anyone know where ring-tailed lemurs come from? Begins with an M. Have you seen the film?
Mexico!
You're Mexico? Madagascar! Madagascar, exactly. Now, they're really well designed for living right in Madagascar. First of all, you'll see where they get their names from. They've got these lovely big tails with these lovely big black and white stripes in them, the rings. And these tails are really, really important. First of all, you'll see they use them for balancing, which helps them to make sure they don't fall out of the trees. Oh, they like things on food, that's right. They do also use this tail for something else as well. They use it for something called stink fighting. Now, this is a bit... Dad's doing it down there in front of us, so what he'll do, he's got scent glands on the inside of his wrists, and he rubs it up his tail, and then what he'll probably do is waft his tail around. Perfect. And basically that's his way of trying to settle an argument. He wants to waft his smell along to the other lemurs to make sure they know that he's the boss. Unfortunately, Dad is under some sort of illusion. Dad is definitely not the boss. Dad is the lowest ranking animal that we have in this team, and he's right down the bottom of the pile as the who's in charge. Stand there and I'll take a picture. We do have our mum in here. She makes up all the functions. She's definitely the boss. She is the one who is in charge of everybody. When they go to feed, who gets to feed first. She's very, very important when it comes to lemur society. Okay. Now they're also very well designed for running around in the trees, and while they do spend a bit of time on the floor, you'll see if you get a chance to have a look at their feet. And their feet, if you look at their front feet and their back feet, they've both got back feet like that. So they've basically got 4 sets of hands, which helps them to hang on to the trees. They're really well designed for bouncing through, but also for swinging on the trees and making sure they stay there as well. Now before you came in earlier on, you may have had the chance to see them sunbathing or sun worshipping as it's known. This is one of the favourite things that lemurs like to do. They'll often spend time basically sitting in the sunshine with their arms out, basically holding sunbathing their belly. And this is because the fur on their belly is much thinner than anywhere else in their body, and they can absorb all the heat through that way. Now, ring-tailed lemurs are one of the few lemur species on Madagascar that will spend time down on the floor, as you can see, foraging for food. They're notoriously lazy out of the lemur family. They'd rather go down to the floor and get food that's falling out of the trees, as opposed to going up the trees and getting them from there. So they're a little bit lazy, that's them. So, these are not the only animals that we do have in our enclosure here as well. You may notice we have got a very large sulcata tortoises, or spurred tortoises as they're known. Now, does anyone want to take a guess as to how old my tortoise is over there? Yep. 59 in evidences, yep. 100 in evidences, yep. 74. Well, a lot of people say they reckon he's nearly 100, 80, something like that. Ernie there has just turned 17 years old, so he's technically only a teenager. But they are one of the fastest tortoises in the world. And we have actually got 2 more, but they're probably asleep in their bedrooms. We've got Hank and we've got Ernie. Hank is actually the largest one we've got. He's fully grown, he's just turned 18 years old. And he does weigh just over 100 kilos, so he is very, very, very heavy. So when he stands on your foot, it really, really hurts. But they do kind of have it really well with our lemurs in here. They like to eat a lot of enclosure that grows in the enclosure, so they do work out quite well. Oh, hello. Oh, Mowgli. Now Mowgli here, unfortunately, because he is a boy, is slowly working out that he is no longer the precious little baby that he was. He's just that age now, unfortunately, where he has to fight for his food. So you can hear him clicking and tweeting and sort of making noises. This is his way of just showing he's a little bit annoyed that he's no longer being babied by the rest of the group. So don't worry, it's just a little bit of sibling rivalry. It happens wherever being a
No, you're not.
So has Yoda made an appearance? No, Yoda's made an appearance. You will notice that Daddy is sitting over there. He's very unlikely to come over and join us for food because unfortunately he is very low ranking. But don't worry, we do sneak in food later on when no one else is looking. So he's looked after, bless him. Well, unfortunately, I am running out of food, which means I will very quickly run out of meat because they're not loyal to me at all. We don't like to cuddle them or anything here at Tropical Wings. They're very much left to live their own natural life. But unfortunately, that means they have no loyalty. So as soon as I run out of food, they'll disappear off. So you're more than welcome to hang around, take some photographs, ask me any questions that you want, and see if you can keep an eye on them until they disappear inside. If you do need to come and see them later on, if they're not sitting outside in their outside enclosure, you can go around to their bedrooms around there and you can see the other tortoises as well, so keep your eyes peeled. But thank you so much for coming to meet my lemurs today. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Tropical Wings, and I hope to see you all again very, very soon. So thank you very much for coming. We've actually got 19 in here at the moment, plus one of the female wallabies has got a teeny weeny baby in her pouch. So keep your eyes peeled. If you get a chance to have a look, you manage to see the bottom of the pouch moving. So keep your eyes peeled. I personally haven't seen it yet, and one of my fellow teachers has. So keep your eyes peeled. We've also got our eight Mara as well. Funny looking animals. They are actually related to the rodent. They're related to the guinea pig. So we do actually the fourth largest rodent we do have here at Tropical Wings, but we do have the largest rodent, which is our capybara, which is up the end there. They're actually the largest rodent in the rodent family. If you get a chance to have a look at them today, they have got babies in their enclosure as well. So you can try and little teeny pig ones. We do have 19 here. They do originally come from Australia, and they are obviously related to things like the kangaroo, the marsupials. However, our wallabies are fully grown. They don't get any bigger than this at all. They do, they're very small in comparison to the red kangaroos and things like that, which can get absolutely huge. Thankfully our wallabies are quite small, which is really good. So they are pretty amazing animals. They do have their pouch, which is where they rear their babies. And what they'll do is, when the baby's about this big, she'll give birth to it. She'll dig a little line, it will pull up, go into her pouch, and that's where it will stay for about 8 months. The baby sits in there, it grows into fur, it grows big, and then it'll peer out the pouch. Normally you tend to see their head first, and then once they get ready to come out, they can go back in this pouch for a few months after that. And we do have some slightly older going around as well, put your own skills, and there's one over back there. Unfortunately they're too big now to get inside the pouch. Doesn't mean they don't try, sometimes you'll see them trying to get in the pouch. It's quite hilarious, they obviously don't fit. So keep your eyes peeled and make sure that's today. We are making a selection of food today. However, where the weather has been quite nice today, they have been sleeping an awful lot in their new beds, so don't be too offended if they don't come over and feed from you. You're more than welcome to throw the food over to them. The Mara as well may come over and feed from you. If you are really lucky, one of the wallabies does come over and feed from you. We do ask that when you hold the food, you hold it between your fingers like this. Please not put it flat on your hand, because there is a likelihood that the wallabies may like the wrong thing. Not intentionally, but they haven't got particularly good eyesight, and our fingers do look like that. So just make sure you hold the food like that, and then what you can do is when they come close, just throw it towards them, and then once you've all fed your bit, I might put their food on their stand, so hopefully you can get some of them over. But they can be quite lazy. They do spend sort of 18, 19 hours a day sleeping. It's a good life for wallabies. They come out and have their breakfast in the morning. And what I'll do is I'll take some food round for you. I'll be here if you want to ask me any questions. So we'll do our best to get the wallabies over for you. Thank you very much for coming to meet the wallabies. I'll see you around soon. Thanks very much.